Hello everybody, welcome to a new video here on the channel. When I was streaming the other week, I realized that a lot of people don't really have all the information of the upcoming update for Hunt and all that comes with it. So I thought I would just make a small video that will hopefully summarize all this kind of quickly so you get a broad overview of what to expect from all the changes that are going to come with this update. Starting off, we have the new UI that is coming with the update. And Crytek's goal with that was to make it easier to navigate both on PC and console. There is now less clicks required to go where you need to go. This UI will also present information at more of an overview where you can see more of it at once at one glance. Furthermore, in this new UI, there's also a new recruitment system. This recruitment system will only allow you to choose between free and veteran hunters. Free hunters is basically what you would expect, and veteran hunters are legendaries and the old 1 through 3 tier hunters that you know from the normal recruiting screen. They both now cost the same price and are only split up into different rarities based on how easy you can get them or how expensive they were. Free hunters come with 1 trait and basic equipment, while veteran hunters will have no equipment at all, but they come with 3 traits. The old tier 1, 2 and 3 hunters can now be unlocked in various ways and then picked from the recruitment tab the way that legendaries would work now. Only that the new recruitment tab now shows 39 hunters in one screen, and it also allows you to favorite hunters, so you can filter by favorites and you don't have to do the good old I'm just clicking this button until I come to where I want to go. Furthermore, when you win a Soul Survivor game, the hunter will now instantly be recruited into your roster instead of being added to a separate menu where you can recruit them again. If you don't have a space in your roster, it will create one that gets deleted after the hunter is used, and this also means that now Soul Survivor winners won't be deleted anymore if you have more than 4 like it used to be. There is a similar update to how you pick traits for your hunters now. There are more traits shown per page and you can also favorite them, making it easier for you to pick out the ones that you usually would use. There's also this new actions menu which allows you to put filters over any menu, which will then show you different things that you are looking for way faster. The new health respecking now also doesn't need you to confirm every time you buy a new bar, which should make that process a little bit more streamlined and easier as well. Okay, moving on to the engine update itself, and this will of course come with improved graphical fidelity, which means that lighting inside buildings will look way better than before. A lot of the hunters that have hair and beards and furs and stuff on their character model will look a lot better, and water will also be more animated and look more realistic. There will also be performance enhancements, and these will be helped by DLSS and FSR. Furthermore, there will also be audio improvements, which come in the form of improved clarity on sound origins, speed of sound and gunshot ecosystems, which basically means that when somebody shoots, it's delayed for you if you're further away, and if you get shot at by a bullet that is faster than the speed of sound, you will hear the bullet impact before you hear the gunshot, which makes sense. There will also be Adobe Atmos, and for PC and PS5 there will also be console-specific audio accessibility settings that you can use to improve audio further. There will also be some back-end improvements, which means that the loading times will probably be faster. This should also mean that Crytek will need less downtime on servers when fixing things. There is now a new unlocking system for weapons, which basically means that the standard variant of every weapon is unlocked. With that, all the custom ammo that comes with that variant will also be unlocked, meaning that for every weapon family you just need to unlock the variants and nothing else. There is also some updates to the prestige system. The old tier 1, 2 and 3 hunters will partially be unlockable through the prestige system. Previous trials rewards will now also be unlockable through the prestige system. John Victor, which is the legendary hunter that instructs you in the tutorial, will be a new reward for reaching Prestige 100. If you have already progressed through prestiges to a certain point, you will get all the rewards retroactively. Coming to the changes to traits, there are now 3 different tags that a trait can have, which is basically the normal trait, it can be a burn trait, and it can be a scarce trait. Normal traits work as the usual traits do right now. Scarce traits are things that can only be found in the world while you're playing, and burn traits are removed after the effect that they have is used. Traits can also have the scarce and burn trait tag at the same time. And now for some new added traits and traits that will get changed in this update. Witness comes back from the last and the event before, where you can see dead hunters and dead monsters in Darksight. Shadow Leap is also added back into the game as a scarce trait, but this does not work on meatheads anymore. The allowed allowed instances of Death Cheat are now reduced to 1. Necromancer gets turned into a burn trait. There is also only 1 instance allowed for Necromancer. Although on the other hand, Necro now doesn't drain your health while using it, and solos get a full restoration when they get back up. The cooldown for solos will also be slightly faster. Vulture now costs 2 points instead of 3 and will always reward you money on looting hunters. The challenge system will also be worked over. Challenges now display progress in the in-game screen, which takes a lot of the guesswork out of doing these challenges. They also appear more easily doable and less random. Moving on to features that get removed with this update. Quest lines will now not be a thing anymore. The library tab where you would find the book of monsters and weapons will also be removed. Trials will also be removed. As I said before, the rewards will be relocated to the prestiging system, and the black market also won't exist anymore. So lastly, other changes and new additions. Of course, we get the new map, Mammon's Gulch, I think it's pronounced, I'm not sure. When this map is added on the 15th, this will be the only map in rotation, and then after 30 days, a new and improved version of the Stillwater Bayou map will get added back into the game, and this will keep going on with the other 2 maps as well. With this update, we will also receive a new event called Scorched Earth, though Crytek hasn't said anything more about this officially yet. There may be a new roaming boss that looks like a big emulator that Crytek teased in this little trailer here. So I just gotta intersect here real quick because I was editing this video, and as I was doing it, Crytek dropped an article by PC Gamer where there are some teasers about the new roaming boss that looks like an emulator and a little bit more info about the Scorched Earth event. The new wild target is gonna be named Hellborn, and it's gonna be trackable through Darkside instead of with clues like Rotjaw is right now. This wild target also appears to have ranged attacks where it throws lava balls at hunters that approach. The 3 different pacts that are gonna be a part of this event are also revealed in this article. As in the last event, it appears that 1 trait is new or a repeat from a previous event, and then there's a further 2 traits that are affected by what pact you pick. The first pact is the Wilderness Pact, which has a new trait that is called Surefoot, which allows you to sprint with a primed throwable or also while using a first aid kit. The 2 traits that are affected by this pact are Beastface and Frontiersman, where Beastface allows you to avoid triggering animals or breaking any branches, and Frontiersman will grant an extra pledge mark for the first 30 event points that you get every mission. The second pact is the Returning Lawful Pact, which once again has Peacekeeper, which allows you to restore an empty health chunk after you loot a dead hunter. The 2 affected traits are Pack Mule and Vigilant. Pack Mule lets you find more ammo when you loot dead hunters, and Vigilant doubles your dark side range. The last pact is the Returning Pact of the Demented. The specific trait for this pact is Berserker, which again boosts your melee damage. The 2 traits affected by this pact are Adrenaline and Ghoul, where Adrenaline grants you a 25% speed boost for 20 seconds when you're at critically low health, and Ghoul will restore health even when you damage a boss or wild target. All weapons that shoot projectiles will now have a slight bullet drop. There is now an option to center the crosshair on the middle of the screen. Downed hunters will now burn out way faster. Headshots from any gun will kill at any range. There is a new way of placing traps now, which allows you to place traps essentially anywhere. Opening doors into these traps will now trigger them. Every lootable object that includes medkits, ammo, loot boxes, hunters can now be looted by everybody without the need for vulture or anything. Iron sights on all weapons were standardized a little bit more for consistency. I think this might be a change that goes hand in hand with the bullet drop thing to make it easier to see. Silenced weapons now have a clearer iron sight as well, which makes it easier to see there as well. Fall damage has been made more consistent, so these instances where you fall down somewhere and you just take fall damage 3 times in a row shouldn't happen anymore. Support for PS4 and Xbox One will stop when the update arrives and will only be there for current gen, but all own DLCs and other things in your Hunt account will now carry over to PS5 and Xbox Series consoles. And yeah, that's it. If I forgot anything, let me know in the comments. I think it should be all of it. You know, I tried to make it somewhat compact. Once again, I gotta add something here real quick. There's gonna be Twitch drops as well. There's no date announced yet, but I assume that there is gonna be redrops of Bad Hand, Billy, Story, Lulu, a couple of gun skins, and probably event points as well. So yeah, so stay tuned for that. And when you watch the Twitch drops, make sure to check me out, you know, because I stream on Twitch as well. Thank you. Of course, I couldn't go into all the details because then you could just watch all the devlog videos instead, which you could do anyways, you know, probably doesn't hurt. But yeah, if you like this, you know, let me know in the comments, subscribe, tell your mom about it. I don't know. Watch me on Twitch. Okay, thank you, bye.
Shit popped off, man, what the hell? Everything was quiet for minutes. But our are these people doing? Why do they have to be a menace? Do they all have too much time? What is going on? How do they have all of this patience to sit here?